I've reviewed not the entirety of the files, so I
You haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
personally, no.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
By our
Did you
team.
tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in
It's
the
a simple
attorney's
question.
file.
Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
This is not oversight. This is a wall cracking on live television. The director of the FBI is sitting under oath, being asked about the Epstein files, Donald Trump's name, and what the government chose to hide from the American people. And what does he say? He did not read all the files. He does not know the number, but somehow, magically, he knows what the number is not. That is not transparency. That is containment. That is not an answer. That is a shield. Eric Swalwell is not asking a complicated question. He is asking the question every American has the right to ask. If Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files, who was told, what was hidden, and why won't they say it clearly? And the next part is where the first defense starts to collapse.
I've reviewed not the entirety of the files, so
You haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
personally, no.
You're the director of the FBI. This is the largest sex trafficking case the FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history in historic speed, because the men and women of the FBI are given the resources to reduce the homicide rate, to reduce the drug trafficking rate, to reduce the amount of children that are being trafficked, and the number of
It sounds like
pedophiles
those
that we have
children
arrested
being
is
trafficked
record high.
appreciate the director reviewing the files. You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not
the
released
number at least
anyone's
be 1,000
name
times.
that we have not released anyone's
Could it
name in
at
the
least
Epstein
be
files
1,000
that has
times?
not been credible.
Director,
And
could it at
we have
least be 1,000
released
times?
every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can
so-
characterize the numbers however you want it.
Reclaiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times. Which
It's not.
leads me-
It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political
And that
innuendo
includes protecting
so you can
sexual
go out to the
assault
sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising
reclaiming my
article.
time,
And
Director.
keep going, reclaiming your time, because the
Director,
people of California
If
are being
Trump- if the
underserved by
president-
your
If the
representation.
president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released. Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding
also
child
Mr. Massey's
pedophiles is disgusting.
interest.
Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone. And go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in
So,
FBI resources through
Director-
my redeployment, because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San
Reclaiming
Francisco
my time,
need it.
Director. Remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
There it is, the first crack. He says he has not reviewed all the files. Then he says he does not know the number. Then he says it is not 1,000. It is not 500. It is not 100. How? How do you not know the number, but still know exactly which numbers to deny? That is the contradiction. That is where the defense starts bleeding. He tried to answer about crime rates, but the question was Epstein. He tried to answer about drugs, but the question was Trump. He tried to answer about California, but the question was the files. This is not a witness clarifying facts. This is a loyalist trying to run out the clock. And listen to the language. Credible, lawfully released, misleading factor. That is bureaucratic fog. That is what power sounds like when it is cornered. Because the question is brutally simple. If the FBI has these files and Donald Trump's name appears in them, why is the director of the FBI unable or unwilling to tell Congress what he knows? He can attack Swalwell. He can attack California. He can talk about homicide rates. He can call it political innuendo, but he cannot make the question disappear. And then Swalwell asks the cleanest question of the entire exchange. Did you tell Trump? Patel says no. Fine. But then comes the question that matters even more. Did he tell the Attorney General? And that is where the evasions stop looking like defense and start looking like a cover story.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the
It's a simple
attorney's
question.
file.
Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations, that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is
painstakingly
simple.
Who
Did you
can
tell
be-
the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out if
Yes
you're
or
going to mock
no,
me?
Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it
Don't
sounds
wanna
like
do
you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency
did
by
you tell the
focusing on
Attorney
reducing
General
violent
that Donald
crime in this
Trump's name-
country and the number of pedophiles that
Director,
are legally
reclaiming
harbored
my time,
in your
Director.
sanctuary cities in
Director,
California?
reclaiming
I'll
my
work with
time.
you on that. Do
Regular
you wanna
order, Mr.
work with us
Chairman.
on that?
Director,
I'm
reclaiming
the
my
lawless
time.
gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or
Question
no?
has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. Director, did Donald Trump ever say to you, just find and release the entire truth? Don't worry if I'm in it?
The instructions from the administration were to release all credible information, and we have done that.
Did Donald Trump ever provide information about Jeffrey Epstein as an informant?
Donald Trump has not been, and I can only speak for the FBI, an informant of the FBI.
So, Director, you've played this cute shell game where you say you can't release everything because the court has said that it legally is not allowed to be released, but the court calls bullshit. Judge Richard Berman said that when you went to the court, quote, information contained in the Epstein grand jury transcripts pales in comparison to Epstein investigation information and materials in the hands of the Department of Justice. So let's move on, Director. You wrote a book called Government Gangsters. You identified 20 individuals in that book. You put me on that list at the top of the list. Thank you. My children find it flattering. 20 of those individuals have been investigated or have had adverse actions. Director, considering that you have identified these people as, quote, government gangsters, will you recuse yourself from making any investigation decisions about these individuals?
Anyone that has been terminated at the FBI has been done so
No, the
because
question
they failed
again.
to meet the muster in
Director,
their constitutional
I will
obligation.
work on the audio-visual capabilities.
I'm
of
going to
the folks. I
borrow
don't think
your
you can hear me.
terminology and call
I'm reclaiming
bullshit
my
on your
time.
entire career in
I'm
Congress.
reclaiming my time,
It has been
Director.
a disgrace to the American
Director,
people.
I'm reclaiming my time.
You can
Will
reclaim your
you
time all
recuse
you
yourself?
want.
Mr. Chairman, you're going to allow a witness to speak this way?
Mr. Chairman, would you
You'll
give...
recuse yourself, Director.
The gentleman has no time to...
Mr. Chairman, would you
Mr.
admonish the
Chairman,
witness not to insult members?
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman,
The
just...
committee will remember.
Quick point of order. Could the gentleman be extended an additional 20 seconds to complete his thoughts since the witness decided to interrupt him
And
continuously?
then the witness will be able to respond if he wants. We'll make sure he
Thank
has
you.
time to do that.
My question
Gentlemen,
is,
continue.
will you, Director, recuse yourself, yes or no, from investigating or making decisions about the 60 individuals, including myself, that you identified as government gangsters? Yes or no?
Time of the gentleman has expired. The
No.
witness may respond if he would like.
And the answer was no, as I heard.
Correct.
Okay.
That was the moment, not the yelling, not the insult, not the performance. The moment was the refusal. A simple question. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? He would not answer. Again and again and again. He talked around it. He buried it in process. He hid behind numerous discussions. He dodged the yes. He dodged the no. And when the pressure got too high, he did what loyalists always do. He changed the subject. He attacked California. He attacked the questioner. He turned accountability into a culture war. That is not strength. That is panic in a suit. And then came the second confession without a confession. Swalwell asked whether Patel would recuse himself from decisions involving people he had publicly branded as government gangsters, people he had already named, people he had already condemned, people he could now touch with the power of the FBI. And the answer was no, not maybe, not I will follow ethics guidance, not I will avoid conflicts. No, that is the verdict. The man who would not give a straight answer about Trump in the Epstein files also refuses to step away from decisions involving his own political enemies. This is not justice. This is not law enforcement. This is a loyalty machine with a badge. And when the question was truth, the answer was evasion. Remember that, because the cover-up does not always sound like silence. Sometimes it sounds exactly like this.